We have a full week of University of Northern Iowa sports to recap on this edition of Panther Sports Talk, including an undefeated start in league play for the women's basketball team, a story on a senior student athlete on the men's basketball squad. We preview the indoor track and field season that kicks off this weekend, a look at something that's never been done before in the history of UNI athletics, and a whole lot more of highlights and stories right here on Panther Sports Talk.